Yes, dear students. Hi, hello. I am Vishwanath from Komadati High School. Now, I would like to teach in my social science subject in 9th standard the part of geography, that is our state Karnataka. Dear students, we have studied in our previous class about the physical geography of Karnataka, isn't it? In 8th standard, the land of Karnataka also. Now we will discuss about or learn about our state Karnataka and also the land of Kannadigas. We will discuss and study about our state Karnataka and also the land of our Karnataka. Dear students, it is one of the Indian states, already you know that, which has its own greatness and also its prestige, and also it has its own heritage. It has its own greatness and it has its own heritage and also prestige, because we are in the Karnataka. So we are proud, we are happy to lead our life with satisfaction in the land of Karnataka. Let us see what are the objectives of in that lesson. Okay, students, now we shall discuss about in that lesson there are 4 points. Which are those? See, these are the greatness of our state and its heritage. How we proud, how we are great as the Kannadigas, and also the heritage of our Karnataka. That is the first topic. Next one point, the origin of the name. How the Karnataka came from, in which year, that is also. Next one, geographical location. How the India comes under the longitudinal and latitudinal areas. That means India comes under the 8 degree to 37 degree latitudinal way and 68 degree to 97 degree longitudinal way in northern hemisphere. Already I have taught in 10th standard geography, but now we shall discuss where the India's location. That is the third point. Next, fourth point, size. What is our size? How the Indian size 32 lakh 87,263 square kilometer, like that. What is the size of Karnataka also? Now we shall discuss only Karnataka, not to our India. The Karnataka is one of the great states among all the Indian other states, isn't it? So that is the importance of our Karnataka to talk about here. First of all, the greatness of our state and its heritage. See, that is the picture of Karnataka. It is one of the Indian states. It has its own greatness and also its own prestige and also heritage. This is land has an ideal situation and is blessed with diverse features. That means Karnataka is diversified physical features. That means It has some flora, different species of trees. That is called flora. And fauna, different animal beings are lived in Karnataka. That's one, the flora and fauna. So, third one, the different types of soil. See, India, how it has a different soil like that. The Karnataka also it has different types of soil. And river flowing. Different rivers are flowing in the name of different names or title. Okay. So these are the river flowing different ways, and also it has abundant mineral resources. Not only abundant mineral resources, the human resources also. See, the human resources also here, abundant minerals also here, and river systems also like that, and different types of soil. See, plant soil, red soil, alluvial soil, laterite soil, different varieties of soils are there, and different flora, the different species of trees, and different animals being are existed in the land of Karnataka. So that's why in Karnataka is one of the greatest and prestigious, and also it has its own greatest heritage site also. That's why Karnataka got, in Western Ghat also got the World Heritage Site. Name existed, recorded World Heritage Site, and Western Ghat also. Yeah, okay. So next we will see, it is a prosperous land. We are proud of our Karnataka because we have prosperous. India is rich. Like that, Karnataka also rich. That depends upon ourselves to utilize the rich minerals and anything else. So, how the Karnataka it becomes prosperous land? On what basis have you told? See, its own literature. It is came from our ancestor. See, like that literature, and also art and culture, and has religious, spiritual, and historical famous pilgrim centers also are there. See, these are the important pilgrim places. So we have got a lot of revenue from the pilgrim places or centers, isn't it? So Karnataka is famous for worldwide or national Indian level wide, isn't it? So we proud, we have spiritual and historical famous pilgrim center and religious center, art and culture center, and also literature. So these are all existed in our Indian land abundantly and satisfactorily and good way. That's why Karnataka is a great and heritage center and prestigious land, that is the Karunadu. Okay, say the pilgrim center. So these are all the pilgrim center. Our literature came from ancestor. So these are all the districts. Different districts are famous for some specialized popularity. So this is also mentioned in the Karnataka map. Many places in Karnataka are famous for their World Heritage and Patanjalo, Badani, all comes under the word heritage, and Victor Knot also comes under that recently. And this is the beauty and abundance of wildlife sanctuary, varieties, species of animal beings are existed. So the Karunadu is famous for natural beauty and also their world heritage site beauty also. How version of the name of Karnataka? The second point. See, Karnataka name, it has been used from ancient times. Karnataka, this word has been used in ancient time also. Karnataka. How? This land used to be called Karunadu. First of all, not Karnataka. In the name of Karunadu. The expression is Kar plus Nadu. What is that? Kar plus Nadu equals Karunadu. That means a land of the soil. The word Karunad, how did it come? It comes from, refers to Karnataka in the ancient Tamil work Silapadikaram. Silapadikaram in Tamil work, in this work Silapadikaram has been introduced the name of Karunad. Understand? So, Karunad means the land which is one elevated plateau, it is separated plateau. The land which is one elevated plateau or separated plateau. Okay, so it gives clear picture. The Karnataka name come from Karunadu. Karunadu, that means Kar plus Nadu, Karunadu. What is the meaning of finally? A land of black soil. Karnataka, that means nothing but land of black soil. On the basis of our land is color, black in color. That's why we have called Karunadu or black soil state, none other than that is Karnataka or Karunadu. First of all, the Karnataka, the word comes from the Tamil word of Silapadikaram. That word used in the Tamil word. But that extended, Karunadu means the land which is one of the elevated plateau. So it is elevated plateau. See, the soil, the beautiful places are seen in the picture. It has been mentioned in Nrupatunga's grammatical work, that means the Kaviraja Marga. See, in that Kaviraja Marga, it has been written by Nrupatunga. So, in that Kaviraja Marga, the Karnataka extended from Kaveri to Godavari river. Karnataka, which is extended from Kaveri to Godavari, in that matter has been explained in Kaviraja Marga written by Nrupatunga. So, the Karunad or Karnataka, land of Karnataka, which is extended from Kaveri to Godavari, it has its width and length also. So, this is the Kaviraja Marga written by Nrupatunga. After the Indian independence, India was divided into many states. You know that. After the Indian independence, India was divided into many states. As per the 1953, nine southern districts which were till then under the rule of the Mysore kings. How many southern districts comes under the Mysore state? There are 9 southern districts which were till then under the rule of the Mysore kings. That means these were brought together is very very important place for our Kannadigas. See, later when the states were reorganized in linguistic basis, before that 9 districts are comes under the Mysore states. Later that, on the basis of linguistic, Indian government has divided or reorganized in linguistic basis some states. Among them, areas with Kannada speaking people in Bombay, Kannada speaking areas, Bombay people, Hyderabad people, Madras people, and Kodagu or Kur provinces. They were brought together. They were brought together. That means those who were the Kannada speaking areas comes under the Vishala Mysore. Okay. So these were provinces were brought together. Thus, on 1st November 1956, the Vishala Mysore state came into being. So, on the basis of Kannada speaking areas comes under the Vishala Mysore state came into being exist in 1956. That's why nowadays we are celebrating every year 1st November. 1st November as our Vishala Mysore state origin. That's why our Vishala Mysore state came into being exist. That's why we are celebrating Kannada Rajyotsava. Number 1 is the Kannada Rajyotsava. For that purpose, we are celebrating nowadays every year Kannada Rajyotsava in 1st November 1956. It is in fond of commemoration of this event that Rajyotsava is celebrated every year on 1st November. Later, in 1973, in response to the wishes of Kannadiga, our state was renamed as Karnataka. Later, in 1973, all the people of Kannadiga's wishes renamed or retitled Karnataka instead of Vishala Mysore state in 1973. Then onwards, it got Karnataka name. That is the Karnataka. So Kannada Rajyotsava now we are celebrating. Next, the geographical area or location of Karnataka. How the India is in the northern hemisphere in latitudinal way and longitudinal way. Like that, our Karnataka also comes longitudinal way in this way and latitudinal way in this way. See, Karnataka is situated in the southern part of India. This is in the southern part of India. Totally the India. In that India, Karnataka is appeared southern part. That's why we call Karnataka is in the India southern part. Okay. In the western central area of the peninsular region and western side, not eastern side, western central place of the total peninsular region. India is peninsular country, you know. In the peninsular country, Karnataka is southern part of India and also western part of the central India. Okay, so that is the location of India, and also it extends from 11 degree 31 minute north to 18 degree 45 north latitude. That is the latitude. See this place. This is start from 11 degree 31 minute north. Why we call north? India is northern hemisphere. So Karnataka also is on the northern hemisphere. That's why we call north. See, the 11 degree begins here 0.31 minute in north side to end. See, that is the last to 18 degree 0.45 minute north latitude. That means that is the latitudinal places. Karnataka come from this latitudinal places from 11 degree 31 minute north and 18 degree 45 minute north. That is the latitudinal lines. Karnataka come under this the latitudinal waves. Then that is the longitudinal waves. Where situated Karnataka in longitudinal waves? See, 74 degree and 12 minute. 74 degree and 12 minute. 4 degree 12 minute each side. India is in the eastern part of the Southeast Asia, isn't it? That's why we call East. 74 degree here begins. 12 minute east and end here, that is 78 degree 40 minute east longitude. See, the 74 degree begins and 78 degree end. That is the longitudinal wave. Understand? Dear students, clearly take my suggestion. That is longitude line. Karnataka come under this longitudinal wave. From what to end? From latitudinal wave 11 to 18 degree. Karnataka come under this longitudinal wave. And latitudinal wave 74 degree begins here and 78 degree end here in that part. So in that part Karnataka is come under, and in that part Karnataka come under, that is latitudinal way, and that is the longitudinal way. Okay, are you clear? Already I have taught the in between India comes under, isn't it? So the India also comes under. Total here 8 degree to 37 longitude, 8 degree to 37 longitude, and 68 degree to 97 degree latitudinal way. India, but Karnataka like that. Okay, are you clear? If any doubt, call me. I will give you clear ideas. Okay. See, that is the Karnataka. Be proud because soil is in the color of black. That's why Karnataka, Kar plus Nadu. What is the length of Karnataka? See, 750 km total length of our Karnataka length, and stretching from Aura Taluk in Bidar district, that is Bidar. The last mode or northern tip of Karnataka is none other than, that is Aura Taluk in Bidar district, that is the northern tip of Karnataka. Are you clear? Next, more tip of state to Chamarajanagar district in the southern part of Karnataka. What is the southern tip of Karnataka? Chamarajanagar is the southern tip of Karnataka, and Bidar, the Aura Taluk, is the northern tip of Karnataka. How the Indira Cone is the northern tip of India. How the Indira Point is the southern tip of India. Like that, the Karnataka, it has the northern tip of Karnataka, none other than Bidar, Aura Taluk, and Chamarajanagar is the southern tip of Karnataka. Are you clear? Don't confuse. Okay. See, total length, that means 750 kilometer. Length 750 kilometer, okay. But now width is 400 kilometer. 750 length, 400 width. How long do you see Bidar to Chamarajanagar length? From west to east, that is width 400. See, Karwar is Uttar Kannada, and end district is at the western end, whereas Mulbagal Taluk in Kolar district is the eastern end. See, Karwar in the Uttar Kannada, Karwar is in the Uttar Kannada district. See here, and Mulbagal Taluk, Kolar in the east side. That is west side. That is Kolar is the east side. That is the width. From Bidar to Chamarajanagar, that is the width. 750 km, 400 km from Karwar to Uttar Kannada, and Bidar to the Chamarajanagar 750 km. That is the length and width of the Karnataka. Okay. And also how India has frontiers, like that it has its own both land and water frontiers. Now I would like to stop this lesson to understand easy to you. Okay. Next I will